would like to invite this. Everybody gets one exit ticket, and how to get this exit ticket is you have to say like a one sentence of a vision for a vision for Sarawak in one sentence. So that will be your exit ticket. Okay. I breed you to macam fikir-fikir sikit. Fikir-fikir, put your words together. My vision for Sarawak is macam lah. Yeah, opening lah. That the feel.
Is that a compulsory? My vision is that a
no, not really. You want to start with with a rap also macam I allow you to, no problem.
Can I start first?
Ken, go ahead.
So I think the vision is not mine, but I think so the vision is to really see Sarawak blossom, and everyone can really enjoy the fruit of what we plant, not just for the future, but even for now. All of us can enjoy that. That's me. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you, Malcolm. Wow. Malcolm started off with a high, with a certain level of bar. So, siapa mau membalas?
Okay. I would put it in like this kind of sentence. So since Sarawak is like known to be a land of many polymaths, you guys know what polymaths are, right? Yeah. So there's something that like it's so common that as one Sarawakian, you're doing so many things. I really have the vision to see that like doing many things is not a bad thing anymore. Doing many things is a great thing, and we find ways to collaborate and bring all of it together. So I really hope that like the mindset of Sarawakians can change from like pola sikit penjajat bagus, pola bagus-bagus, and all to like pola sebanyak mungkin supaya everyone can get everything. You know what I mean? So
hey, excuse me.
Along those lines. Yeah.
You speaking of that, I heard that you're leaving us, huh?
Where to?
Huh?
Leaving us, as in?
You're not going to UK, man?
No. That's not me. That's I think that
someone else.
Yeah, that's someone else. Not me. I'm
that's
going to be here. Yeah, that's
Oh!
Nazreen. Nazreen's in UK right now. Yeah.
Nazreen.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was like, no, UK, okay. So
yeah,
no. Nazreen's already in UK since like 2019. Yeah. So he's not part of our directorship anymore. He was one of our founders before we became a senior Berhad. Then he had to continue his studies. So we had like a difficult parting session with him. So yeah. Yeah.
Unfortunately, Ash is staying, so we'll have to make do. Are you gonna wrap up, Ash, or do I need to come outside?
Yeah, you come outside. I'll be like,
Mun siknya breed speech macam ya if he's leaving.
Ya, benar nak tu. Aku pun terkejut bila masa aku pergi UK tu. Macam best ya.
Cool. Ash, maybe you could nominate the next person.
Of course Rushdie lah. Makannya.
I hope for all of our endeavors in our respective entities to not just serve, but also communicate with the communities that we work with, and make the process an educational one, not just a transactional one, so that we can have a trickle-up effect and kind of do what the opposite of what government typically does. And if anybody's going to make that change, it's definitely us within this ecosystem. So yeah, let's just bring that change with you guys wherever you go, in every sentence, every step.
Cool. Thank you so much, President Barack Obama. Mr. President, if you could choose the next person.
Yeah, Ahmad Muhammad.
Hey yo, I would envision Sarawak to be able to reach its full potential, leveraging on our resources, our culture, etc. And everyone will be able to benefit from it, regardless of our background and our status. And more leadership position to be taken by young people instead of aging generation. This goes off record.
It's an honest workshop, no worries.
I'm appointing Ellie next.
Okay, so my wish for Sarawak is to be able to have Sarawak on the map, as in to be globally known, instead of people asking, oh, where's Kuching? It's in Sarawak. Where's Sarawak? Where's Borneo? Oh, it's a part of Malaysia. Oh, okay. So yeah, for us to be I don't want to
Cool.
say independent lah, but yeah, you know.
Yeah, vision. Nice, nice. You want to nominate next person?
Shakina.
Oh, I want to have that, like, I don't know, just a small dream jakot, like not a big one, to build, to build entrepreneurship ecosystem in Sarawak, just a small one je lah. Sampai besar gila. Just grab the small people around me pun dah cukup dah. Because from the small one boleh jadi big lah, just pass to people. Okay, that's your job next. Okay, dah.
Very,
Small
very
size
close
matters too.
Cool. Thank you so much for that. I think that's quite a very pure vision, I would say also. Practical also, anyway. Second, you want to point to the next person? Nominate the next
Hamzah
person.
lah. Hamzah.
Angel.
I guess my vision is to have a more collaborative Sarawak, because I feel like we're suffering from a lot of things, brain drain, inconsistent government, and a lot of other things, and not being collaborative, I think, would be one of the worst thing that could have ever happened lah. I mean, we talk about Sarawak for Sarawakians, and yet here we are, debating about who does this shit better than the other. But I think it's all about how can we do it better together, So, I mean, we are all here, not the management, we're all here just executives at most. And I understand some frustrations from the communities itself, and from our end also, there are frustrations as the government servant too. And honestly, I came from the community, and I have my own fair share of frustrations being called crony and all this crap lah. So just because we wanted to give back to the community, right? But at the end of the day, I think as long as we look at the grassroots, as long as we look at the community, whatever shit that happens with the government, it doesn't really affect them as much as if we don't look at them. So I think that's what matters the most. It's not the government or where you're from or what agency are you representing, but you as a person are contributing back to the society and the communities lah. So yeah, more collaborative Sarawak lah in general.
And they say young people cannot think. They say young people not mature enough. Cuba tengok Hamzah. Oh man.
Yeah,
So
I
many
drank a
people
lot.
are wrong.
You drink a lot or what?
Water.
Yo. Mentang-mentang kena rekod tau, kau sibuk macam.
aku boleh censor that part. Kena edit.
Yo.
Okay,
Ash,
Hamzah,
Ash
next
is
person.
definitely a stirrer lah, Ash.
Yo, you could totally tell, right? Yep.
Okay, let's
Okay,
throw it
Hamzah,
to Jacob lah.
All right. So for me, I just hope that we learn to help everyone while we learn also to help ourselves. Because that's the main gist that I got from this one, is to not only learn to help others, but you have to make sure that you jaga yourself, also jaga your own family first. And also definitely to not look too far in the future. Some things are right in front of our faces. We have a lot of resources that we don't use, So of course it's good, it's romantic to look to Silicon Valley, but sometimes we should just look to Lubu Antu. Yeah, that's about it. Have we got Jonathan yet?
Belum, Ding.
No.
Sorry, Jonathan, we left you out. So yeah.
No, last one. Am I the last one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Saving the best for the last.
Okay.
Mr.
Vision of
Mysterious.
Sarawak. Okay, big vision. So vision for Sarawak would be like, I like Sarawak to be able to fulfill its fullest potential. So we can, where people will come to Sarawak because there's a lot of opportunities and market here, and we are able to retain talents here. Not only not the talents leaving to other states because there are better opportunities or better workplace, that we want to make sure that if you're in Sarawak, things are gonna be improved, things are improving. There's a lot of opportunities and there's a lot of market that we can explore here. And I think that's the best. That's something that I really want to happen, because sometimes it's very sad to see like a lot of your friends just leave to other places, to other, Australia, everything. So okay, that place is better, that place is better. But then it's great. It's better if everyone's just stay here because they really want to be here, and then retaining talent and then improving the state. So yeah, I think that's something that I really want to happen.
Ya lah, Arif lah, move to KL. Hey.
Yeah.
Tapi aku selalu balik
getting different that one, getting different experiences. Yeah lah, but if you could get different experiences,
I come back. I will come back. I've been coming back. Thank you to Tegas for giving me some opportunities to come back.
Mun dah balik kelak si bos saya dia. You jangan awal ku pada.
Gerut saya kering tadi.
Yeah,
I die lah.
Cool. Thank you, Jonathan. Is that your last? Is that your mic drop ready? Last sentence.
Yeah. That's it.
Cool.
That's it.
Okay. I guess.
What's your vision for Sarawak, Arif?
My vision. Good question. Sapa came up with this question. I guess to me, although I have been away for quite some time, I think even my mom knew after SPM mesti ke KL ke ataupun somewhere else. Which true enough, I actually went somewhere else about kaki jalan here and there. It was all about fun, I guess. Growing up, mau try this, mau try that, pergi concert here, pergi concert that. I think as I grew up then I start to realize you're away from home, then you realize I barulah appreciate family, barulah appreciate like the things that we have, barulah appreciate like the jungles that I haven't even explored yet and all that. So I think being away gives me like it actually teaches me more about my home country. If I am to stay in Miri, I don't think I would bother to explore more about like what's happening in my own state. So I guess I'm also at the point where like I do want to do whatever I can to help Sarawak be a top-notch place to play, to socialize, to have a holiday and all that. So I think although we are a young state, but I think we can be as advanced as like Taiwan or probably cooler. We just need to put things together. I think that's for me lah. Kau?
You know what? I'll tell my vision and I'll share my vision, and then I'll share a few messages just to wrap things up and then hand it to you to close the day. My vision would be that every young Sarawakian who has the vision or has the imagination for a better future for themselves or for a better Sarawak, they feel inspired, they feel enabled, and they feel connected to make their dreams come true. And I think the few reminders, I think one is that I'm very inspired hearing every one of your vision. And one thing that comes out from all of your vision is that all of us are passionate about Sarawak. All of us in this room, mention Sarawak all the time, whether it's our beloved Sarawak, our Sarawak tercinta, our Ibu Pertiwiku, and so on and so forth. And we do the work that we do because of our love for Sarawak. And so I hope that this group that we have in this room continues to stay connected and you guys continue to have your conversation. I understand that for some of you at your management level, there are disagreement between organizations, between agencies, between companies, which I won't go into, but to me, it's heartbreaking as someone who observed it from outside and as a grandfather of the ecosystem, or someone who have been in the ecosystem for so long, seeing some of you guys when I was still working, some of you guys were still at the very beginning, some of you guys were still in school. So to now be where I'm at, to observe the things that happens, it is quite heartbreaking lah. And my hope is that you guys, as people who are on the ground working directly with the entrepreneurs, you guys don't get involved in that politics amongst the management. Stay humble, stay true to yourself, be critical of what you do, be critical of each other as well, give every now and then, give feedback to each other. Hey, you shouldn't do that way. You should have done this way. And then suggest to people how they can improve, how they can do things better. Hold each other accountable as well. Be open to being held accountable. Be open to criticism, and things like that. And I hope that you guys do stay on, that this whole networking conversation. I feel like we also have had a few reminders today about our job. Number one, let's be aware about the inequality that our society face, especially our indigenous brothers and sisters, our Dayak brothers and sisters. Like I mentioned, there is not enough Dayak CEOs out there. There are not enough Dayaks in corporate world, board of directors, are out there. You look at the board of directors, and Sarawak has 60% of Dayaks, right? And we don't have 60% of Dayak in corporate world or even in leadership position. Why? Let us ask ourselves that tough question. Number two, let us also be aware that there are still a lot of people who don't have access the way that we do. They don't have that privilege that we do, right? The networks, the connections, the opportunities that we have. So every now and then ask ourselves, how do we make ourselves more inclusive to them? I remember when Magic first entered Barrio to do programs there, we spent 6 months we didn't even do anything for 6 months. We just went there to listen, to get involved, to talk to them, to build connection, build networks and stuff like that. Until we finally felt like we're confident enough to do programs there, then we launched a 1-year program. They were so impressed, they even gave me a name. They changed my name to a local name because they accepted us into the community already. So why I share that story is because I want you guys to realize that working with grassroots community requires a lot of patience as well. And it does take time, but it is worth it when the partnership or the relationship work out. And there are times when we fail, right? Borneo 744 to me is a failed project completely. We have some successes, but we also have a lot of failures from there. And that's okay, right? We all learn from it. We all know where things went wrong. And like I said again, the most important thing is that we're able to accept the cold hard truth and be fair as well, right? Be fair in terms of knowing what went wrong and what didn't work, and then learning from that. Yeah, and the last thing I would say is that all of you guys are in very privileged positions. You guys get paid very well. COVID has made a lot of people jobless. It also has expanded the gap for a lot of people who don't have opportunities, right? People who not only kais pagi makan pagi type, but also the types who became jobless. There's more than 500,000. There's like 7 million of them estimated by the end of the year. And to me, that is a huge shame. And I'm very worried about the state of our nation. Atika actually brought a good point. I know some of you guys laugh, but actually that's a really good point that Atika brought up. Did you know that almost 90% of our MPs in Sarawak or Aduns are above the age of 60? And no young people are interested to go and be politicians, right? And as long as these guys create laws and create policies for us, the young people, we're always gonna struggle with trying to balance this traditional policies with more modern advancement of technology and society and so on and so forth. And as much as I hate to talk about politics, I do think that politics needs to be disrupted in one way or another. We talk about disruption of industry and startup and innovation. We also need to talk about public service innovation. We need to talk about political innovation as well. Those are a lot more difficult topics, but those are topics that all of us needs to talk about, because we cannot solve the social problem that we all talk about, that we all discuss today, without actually talking about systemic change, which starts at the policy and public service level. So with that, I hope that everyone gained a lot of learnings today. You guys are exposed to more new ideas, different way of doing things. But more than anything, I hope that you guys have built connection with each other. Please reach out to me or Arif at any time. If you guys want anything, want to have a chat, want to just lepak, chat on Zoom or Ashwin, if wants to belanja us some beer and some jokes let's have those kind of like social way of connecting and less kind of formal way of workshop or whatever, just for us to chat lepak or ask for feedback. Or Malcolm already reached out to ask me to lock me in for an event. So if you guys need anything, please just reach out and ask, and collectively we all can rebuild a better Sarawak. So Arif, back to you.
Cool. Thank you so much, Iwan. That was like the nail in the coffin, and I hope.
Janganlah, kita semua dah cukup orang mati lah. We don't want more people to die lah.
That's a bad pun. What I meant is like that was the punchline.
Yeah, you're like the Sanusi of Sarawak dah.
Hey, okay, fine. Anyway, I don't have PR, so like this is like everything is just spontaneous. Right. So we have come to the end of the workshop, guys. Sorry, over 41 minutes lambat sikit, but I do feel it's something special today. I've been looking forward for this workshop for the past month, and I think it went beyond my expectation, and it's also because of the people that I'm talking to today and hearing all your thoughts. So thank you so much. I really cannot say how much this is a lot to me actually, because a lot of things that me and Ihon need to process again after this. But with that, thank you so much. Happy Friday. Stay safe, stay sane, and like Ihon said, reach out to us if anything. We're more than welcome to collaborate. All right.
Awesome.
So,
Awesome.
By the way, guys, quick one before you guys ciao. Like I said, the invitation to come and visit House Kuching is open. Just
I'm coming.
Right. Just let Rushdie know. He already shared his number and everything in the chat. And yeah, we'll probably grab a couple of beers in our restaurant downstairs.
You have a restaurant,
so yeah.
That's beer.
Burgers are so good.
Yeah,
The
we have.
burgers.
Yeah. Mhm.
Nice.
Yeah,
I'm coming.
Pizzas.
I'm coming sometime this week. I mean next week. Sorry, this week is already ending.
Sure. What time you guys are open?
Sure.
Technically because we have some of them staying in. Our office hours of course like start from like 10 till late, but like you just need to like buzz any one of us. We'll set a timing and it's all good, because we already have because we have like office tenants, like people who are taking up our office units. They're already coming in to work daily here, so our co-working space is being like used very briefly, from time to time, but like we have things already sort of running and operating, 50% working capacity and all that shit. So
Cool.
we'll come and visit.
Nice.
Awesome.
When I can. Okay. All right. That's it, guys. Any last word? Any last announcement? Announcement from the sponsor? Happy Friday. Thank you,
Thanks
guys.
so much.
See you soon.
So nice knowing everybody.
Same to you.
Yep.
Ciao, guys.
Bye. Okay, guys.
See you soon. Bye.
Okay, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Ihon, don't forget your bread.
Yeah. I'm gonna go buy soon.
Kueh Hong An, that's the closest. I mean, it's a grocery shop lah. They got different type of like Fujisan or other bread also.
Okay, that's
Right.
the only option, I guess.
Actually, you should try out. There's one place, but it's a BDC. No.